To make this craft, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need some leftover Easter eggs. The plastic ones are great, doesn't matter what they look like. You're going to need some Mod Podge. Use any formula you like or any adhesive you like, any white glue. I like extreme glitter because that's the kind of girl I am. You're also going to want something to cover your eggs with, and I like to use recycled tissue paper, but you can also use newsprint, gift wrap, anything that's thin. Mulberry paper works good too. But anything that's thin that will soak up the Mod Podge. And then you're going to need some fill for the inside of your eggs. And notice I'll use anything that I have lying around. Buttons, flat back beads, I'll use perler beads, thumbtacks, rice, corn. Each thing has a different sound, and so I think you should just experiment with your kids to see what sounds good. Now, of course, maybe you go easy with the thumbtacks, but you could definitely use paper clips. So just have a little sonic hunt around your house to see what things sound like when you put them in your eggs. Then we're ready to get crafting. By the way, if you're using Mod Podge with a glitter in it, make sure you give it a good shake so that all the glitter comes to the top. So once you've decided on what to put in the egg, you just want to go ahead, put it in there, and close it up. See, that has a nice bright sound. It'll be great for a shaker. So I've stirred up my Mod Podge. I have my brush here, and what I'm going to do is add a little bit of Mod Podge directly onto the seam, and I always start with the seam first, and then just tap on your tissue paper like this. And you'll see it goes really fast. Doesn't matter what order you go in. The idea is just to cover up the seam and put layers on. You're going to actually cover the whole egg in this very same fashion. So this part goes really quick for adults, a little slower for the little kids, but that's okay. And if the kids get frustrated with using the paintbrush, I just use the paintbrush method because it's a lot neater for me. You can always drop back 10 and finger paint because, you know, you have these amazing utensils right here at the end of your hands. And kids like to get their fingers dirty anyway. So what you're going to do is cover it all with at least one layer. You may want to go ahead, let it dry on a non-stick mat like this one is, and come back, flip it over, make sure it's nice and dry, and then go ahead and put a second coat on. Once they're all done, you're ready to decorate. Here's some of the eggs that I've made. So this one is just 2 layers of the tissue paper, and then I used a little glitter pen to put a treble clef on. As you can see, this one was part of an egg war on Sunday, so it's seen a better day, but you get the idea. This one I rolled in micro beads, and by the way, this is glow-in-the-dark Mod Podge and glow-in-the-dark micro beads, so we could use this for a glow-in-the-dark egg hunt if we wanted. Some of these I just went ahead and added some stickles to, like this one is just stickles on top. This one I put more Mod Podge on and rolled it in small seed beads, which is kind of chunky. It's great to touch, but boy, it doesn't have a whole lot of sound once you put so many beads on top. More glitter glue. Here's some opaque puffy paints. More bead soup mix, I've rolled it in. And of course, if you want to do this, or you want to do this with the kids, you can use a Scribbles, a Stickles, a Viva Decor Pearl pen, and all you want to do is just add a little bit of bling. Now, I recommend if you want this to look super nice for your table, do one side, put it down, let it dry, and then go ahead and do the next side. Just take your time and set it up, and you will end up with some really lovely, fun shaker eggs. Now, here's another thought and application. If you've got little kids that maybe have some sensory disorders or tactile defensiveness, this is a great way to get them touching and listening and attending to new things. It's great for babies. I would say if you're going to use this with small babies, Just one coat of Mod Podge, nothing else on top. Don't use the glitter because it may end up in their mouths, and that's kind of okay too. But they hold up really well over time. They look really pretty in a bowl, and of course you're making it with leftover stuff that you probably already have laying around. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this gave you an idea on recycling your Easter eggs. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.